Imagine something as fundamental as water, essential for life, turning into one of the most contentious issues between nations. How can a shared natural resource become such a persistent source of diplomatic gridlock and tension? Water sharing talks frequently face immense hurdles because they are intrinsically tied to national sovereignty, economic aspirations, and the complex geopolitical landscape of a region, often exacerbated by a legacy of distrust and power imbalances. It is far more than just dividing a resource. It is about perceived national security and future prosperity. At the heart of these challenges lies the concept of national sovereignty. Every state views the water flowing within or along its borders as a vital national asset, making governments reluctant to cede control or accept limitations without significant national benefit. This often clashes with international principles that advocate for equitable and reasonable utilization by all riparian states. Another major factor is the inherent power dynamic between upstream and downstream nations. Upstream countries, by virtue of their geography, possess natural control over water flow, allowing them to undertake development projects like dams or irrigation schemes that directly impact their downstream neighbors. These downstream nations, heavily reliant on consistent water supply, often feel vulnerable and disempowered, leading to profound grievances. Economic development is also a powerful driver of these disputes. Water is indispensable for agriculture, which is often a major employer, as well as for industrial expansion and hydropower generation. Any proposed agreement that appears to restrict a nation's ability to pursue these development goals will inevitably face strong domestic opposition. For instance, a hydropower dam project critical for one nation's energy security might be seen as a direct threat to another's agricultural sector. Furthermore, pre-existing political conflicts and historical animosities between states frequently contaminate water negotiations. Water becomes intertwined with broader political struggles, making purely technical solutions difficult to implement. Trust, which is foundational for any successful agreement, is often in short supply, transforming water into a strategic weapon or a bargaining chip rather than a shared necessity. The absence of robust, enforceable international legal frameworks specifically tailored to each transboundary basin further complicates matters. While general principles exist, their application is often contested, and enforcement mechanisms are weak, leaving nations to navigate complex issues with ambiguous guidelines. Overcoming these hurdles requires more than just technical solutions. Nations must proactively engage in what is known as water diplomacy. This involves fostering open dialogue, sharing transparent data on water resources and usage, and establishing joint technical committees that can build trust and common understanding. Moving away from zero-sum thinking, where one nation's gain is seen as another's loss, towards identifying mutual benefits is crucial. This could involve agreements focused on shared environmental protection, joint energy projects, or coordinated flood control, where all parties stand to gain, fostering a spirit of cooperation. Experts in the field often refer to these interwoven issues as a hydropolitical complex, highlighting how water is never just a resource but a deeply embedded political issue. The concept of benefit sharing, rather than simply water sharing, has gained traction. This means countries share the benefits derived from the water, like electricity, food, or navigation, instead of just dividing cubic meters. This innovative approach recognizes the diverse values water holds for different societies. Ultimately, resolving transboundary water disputes demands sustained political commitment, innovative diplomatic strategies, and a fundamental shift towards viewing shared water as an opportunity for regional integration and stability, rather than an intractable source of contention. When nations collaborate on water, they often lay the groundwork for broader peace and cooperation, transforming potential conflict into shared prosperity.